Loneliness. It isn't merely about being physically alone, it's about feeling alone, and that distinction is profoundly brutal. You might be surrounded by friends, family, or a constant stream of digital notifications, yet still carry the heavy burden that no one truly understands or sees you. It's an invisible void, a silent scream echoing within, a feeling no smiling selfie can ever truly mask. This isn't a personal failing, it's a primal biological alarm. Humans are fundamentally wired for connection. In ancient times, isolation meant vulnerability, a threat to survival. Today, our brains still perceive deep loneliness as a danger, triggering stress hormones like cortisol and making us feel utterly cast out from the tribe. But what if this pervasive pain isn't a curse but a crucial signal, a call to look inward, not for more external company but for a different kind of inner strength? What if the antidote to this modern epidemic of loneliness isn't found in the clamor of the crowd but in the quiet, enduring power of an ancient philosophy? This is the journey from loneliness to solitude. This is the Stoic path to forging an unbreakable mind. Modern society has become an expert at manufacturing loneliness on a mass scale. We've constructed a world that prioritizes appearing well over being well. Social media in particular has evolved into a relentless showcase of meticulously curated lives, where everyone appears to possess perfect physiques, embark on dream vacations, and flash commercial-grade smiles. This pervasive culture of constant comparison achieves two destructive outcomes. It systematically erodes your self-esteem and drives you into deeper isolation. After all, if everyone else is seemingly thriving, why do you feel like an imposter, a fraud? We've been conditioned to equate being alone with personal failure. No romantic partner, no packed social calendar, you're often perceived as a social outcast. The consequence is a generation of individuals who reluctantly force themselves into superficial relationships and attend meaningless social gatherings, all in a desperate attempt to escape the unsettling echo of their own inner silence. We tend to treat loneliness like a terrifying monster lurking under the bed, pretending it doesn't exist. Yet the more we choose to ignore it, the more formidable it becomes. This inherent human yearning for connection is masterfully exploited by modern technology. Our digital devices, initially marketed as bridges to connect us, have paradoxically become walls. Each like, every share, and every notification delivers a fleeting microdose of dopamine, a brilliant lure on an invisible hook. It's a transient stimulus that merely mimics genuine connection but offers no profound substance. You could accumulate 1,000 online friends on social media platforms and still find yourself with no one to truly confide in when life delivers a crushing blow, because those digital likes are not love. Those automated birthday messages are not genuine affection. They are merely programmed responses from a system designed to reward superficial appearance, not authentic presence. This dynamic perpetuates a vicious cycle. The more you rely on technology to feel connected, the more profoundly disconnected you become from your authentic self. And when the inevitable silence finally descends, it feels utterly terrifying. Precisely because you've lost the habit of listening to your own thoughts without the constant background noise of a trending TikTok audio or an endless scroll. But there is an alternative, an ancient forgotten art. It is called solitude. Solitude is not the pain of isolation, it is the peace of self-company. It's when silence is not a source of discomfort, but a moment of rest. It is the ability to be with yourself and not feel like you are missing out on something. This, in our age of constant noise, is a superpower. Solitude is not about becoming a hermit or running away from people. It's about not depending on them to feel whole. It's having coffee alone and not grabbing your phone like an emotional life raft. It's going for a walk without needing to post about it. It's finding joy in a moment without needing someone else to validate it. When you learn to enjoy your own company without an audience, no one else holds the power to make you feel empty. Your sense of self-worth no longer comes from external validation. You don't need likes to feel seen. You are enough. This is the freedom the Stoics spoke of, the freedom that comes from within. Solitude is the foundation from which you build genuine, meaningful connections, not as a needy half seeking a whole, but as a complete person ready to share your presence. So how do we turn the emotional poison of loneliness into the empowering fuel of solitude? The Stoics left us a practical guide. It's not about meditating on a mountaintop, it's about changing how you relate to yourself. First, embrace the discomfort. This is the first and hardest step. Sit with the feeling, turn off the TV, close the apps, and allow yourself a few minutes of pure, unfiltered silence. An emotional black hole might seem to open up, but that void is just the space you've never had the courage to occupy. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, we must first understand what is within our control and what is not. Your thoughts and your reactions are yours to command. Face them. Second, detox your social circle. One of the biggest mistakes we make when lonely is accepting any company to avoid the absence of it. This leads to draining, superficial relationships that, ironically, make you feel even more alone. Learn to prune your circle. It is better to have a few true connections than to be surrounded by human noise disguised as affection. Quality over quantity. This is the Stoic practice of choosing your associations wisely. Third, create rituals with yourself. You are the one person you will be with for your entire life. Start treating that relationship with respect. It could be as simple as enjoying your morning coffee while listening to music, cooking a meal just for you, or writing your thoughts in a journal, a practice Marcus Aurelius himself used to build his inner fortress. The goal is to start enjoying your own presence without needing to justify it. Fourth, master your inner dialogue. Pay attention to that voice in your head. If your mind is a toxic environment, of course you won't want to be alone in it. The Stoics called this prosoch, the practice of paying attention to your thoughts and judgments. Start treating yourself with less criticism and more compassion. This isn't cheap self-help, it's emotional survival. Transforming loneliness into solitude is not about never feeling lonely again. It's about knowing you have a choice. It's about understanding that the most important connection you will ever make is the one with yourself. By walking the Stoic path, you build an inner citadel, a fortress of the mind that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. You learn that being alone is not a weakness, but an opportunity to recharge, to reflect, and to reconnect with what truly matters. So, the next time you feel the silent scream of loneliness, don't run, don't distract yourself, stay, listen, and discover the unbreakable strength you hold within.